Art is too important not to share. Welcome to the Allie and Callie Artcast.
I'm Allie.
And I'm Callie, and we're with the Coeur d'Alene Arts and Culture Alliance. Hello, everyone.
Welcome back.
Woohoo! It's June.
It's June, and it's
the
sunny,
lovely
and
month of
it's
June.
warmish.
It is ish.
Yeah.
We hope it is.
I know. What's up?
I was going to say that to you. What's
Oh.
You first.
Well, guess who I got to see?
I don't know. Who?
Stevie Nicks.
Oh my God, that's right. How was that?
Oh my God, it was. You know what? That woman is going to be 74 years old.
Oh my God.
And
I bet
she
she's fabulous.
looked great. But of course, I'm sitting far away, so who knows what she
from
looks
afar,
like
it
up
could have
close.
been
But,
anybody.
oh my God, she looked so good, and her voice is spot on.
Yeah.
She sounded just like she did.
Always does.
When I was with my boyfriend in
wait.
high school,
Oh, wow.
and we were listening to her on his reel-to-reel.
Was that in the core? You've so dated yourself.
I know. I did.
Yeah.
Well,
was it in the gorge? Where
it was at the gorge.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, which I will probably never go to again. But
I've never been to the gorge. I mean, I've driven by it, but I've never been
it
to a
is an
concert.
experience. And, you know, a long time ago when the gorge started, it was a pretty small venue.
Yeah.
And now
it's huge, right?
It is huge.
Right.
So many people.
Yeah.
That's probably why. I just
Dorothy
don't...
Rosenthal was there.
Really?
Yeah, I saw pictures on Facebook. You could have seen her. You could have been sitting right next to her.
Yeah, I could have been.
There were
Not
millions of
even
people.
known it.
Yeah. Well, how fun.
It was really fun. We took, so Kevin bought me the tickets for my birthday and Mother's Day. Mm-hmm. And he spent way too much money because he got us VIP tickets and the VIP access thing, which was just kind of a waste.
Yeah.
Because the VIP access area, while the lines were really short and you could get drinks, I think the whole purpose of that maybe was pre-show stuff.
Oh.
Because you couldn't see the concert from there. And it took us forever to get in, so we really didn't get to take advantage of it.
Of any of the
and you
VIP.
couldn't take your drinks out of it.
Oh.
Yeah,
So what's the point?
Yeah, exactly. That was
Oh.
exactly it. But I'll tell you what, the view from where the VIP room was
Very cool.
was amazing.
That's so cool.
You're just looking out over
And
that
how was the
gorge.
weather? Because it was outside, right?
It was really, really nice. It was relatively warm. It was like 64 degrees when we got there.
That's not bad.
When it cooled off, when the sun went down, it cooled off. It was really good. And
good.
the opener was, I want to say Vanessa
Carlton?
Carlton, yes.
God,
Thank
am I
you.
good?
You are good.
I just pulled that
She
out of
was-
nowhere.
She was great too. That was really fun.
She had a couple of hits in the 90s, I think, late 90s.
Well, she's apparently really good friends with Stevie Nicks because she talked about
She plays piano.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She talked about them spending Christmas together once.
Oh, that's sweet.
Anyway, Stevie Nicks, amazing.
Good.
Sounded so good.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, anyway. So, what's up?
Well, today, on June 3rd, I'm going to pick up The Germans Are Coming.
The Germans are coming!
The Germans are
That's
coming.
better than the red coats.
I know. My distant relatives, which my dad, on my dad's side, in the 60s, we lived in Africa. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then when we left Africa, we traveled in a VW bus van, whatever, Westphalia or whatever, and we camped Europe for 3 months. Well, we spent apparently a month in Germany with our German relatives. So these are the German relatives that are coming, and Uwe, Annika, and Bianca are coming, and Uwe's around my age. I think he might be a year older than me, so it's like he might be 60. I don't know, or I don't know, somewhere in there. And then his daughters are in their 20s and like 18, I think, somewhere in there. I've lost track because I don't even remember the age of my kids.
Oh.
You know, it's hard to remember some stuff like that. But they're really fun. We spent time when I turned 50 and my dad turned 80. We went to Germany and Paris. And so we spent about 10 days in Eschelbronn, Germany, where they're from. Mm-hmm. It was a very beautiful place, and I saw like it was gorgeous, but it was a little long in Germany, and my dad like led me to believe that he spoke more German than he actually does. And so Uwe, he speaks English, but he owns a dealership, like a car dealership or something, and and when he would go to work, when we're left with his mother, talks a lot about schnapps and bee's knees, and so we drank a lot. So I'm hoping we can still drink a lot, and the kids learned a lot of English. So I think we'll be able. The language barrier won't be so hard. But so I'm gonna the next couple. I think they're here like 14 days. I don't know. Something like that. Mm-hmm. And we're going to just show them the Northwest.
Nice.
And Coeur d'Alene, and, we'll see what they want to do.
Right.
So we'll probably go to the beer house.
The beer house.
And have some beer.
And some Wiener Schnitzel.
Yeah, and Wiener Schnitzel. And there's, there's Bianca Steer and Annika Steer.
It's my experience that alcohol helps communication.
It always does.
Always.
It did help. Really. And we had, for my 50th birthday. Yeah, not that we are. But it was super fun, and they're very sweet. So I'm excited for them to come. And my dad is just thrilled. The older he gets, the more like he misses family and distant family. And he's got a real deep connection to these Germans, even though we saw him in 1966. And then we saw him, 8-9 years ago. But he's like this. He's like, I'm crossing my fingers, like best friends with them,
Yeah.
So it'll be
Cool.
fun.
Yeah.
So that's what I'll be doing.
Well, you'll have to let us know how it goes.
I will. And then I'll be going to Glacier Park with Stu.
Yes, you will.
Because we won. Well, not we. My husband won the trip.
Yep.
And I'm going on the trip with him.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
I love it.
Glacier National Park.
Yay.
789. And
that is a trip I really want to take.
I cannot wait. And it's Stu's birthday also.
Woohoo.
Woohoo. So he'll be turning 50 something. I don't know. I lost again numbers.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Who cares?
Yeah.
They're just numbers.
I know, because they don't represent how you feel.
Exactly. We feel young at heart.
I am young at heart.
Exactly.
Only once or twice.
She's known Stu longer than me. Anyway.
Well, I'm excited because we have as our guest today Darla Dreyer from the JACC, which is the Jacklin Arts and Culture Center.
Perfect. That's
yes.
it.
Yay.
Welcome. Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Wow.
Yay.
I love the JACC Art Center. I've performed there many times, seen lots of shows there and art shows, and what a great space.
It is a great space.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
So tell us about yourself, Darla.
Well, my background is in performing arts. So I was a singer and a dancer in my 20s and youth. And then I started choreographing and directing and had a lot of fun on that end. I think more fun actually than the being on stage part. I enjoyed that a lot. And I did a lot of teaching. I've taught 4-year-olds up to, I was an adjunct faculty member at Biola University teaching musical theater and dance, and that was a lot of fun.
Oh, wow.
So,
that's great.
Arts and education is my main background, and it's been super helpful at the JACC.
Absolutely.
Super helpful.
Oh, I bet.
How long have you been at the JACC now?
I'm in my 4th year there.
That's right.
What?
Yeah, I know. It's flown by.
God,
It seems like I
time
just
does-
started.
I know.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Good.
Cool. Well, why don't you give us a little history about the JACC?
Oh, I would love to. It is, if you haven't been by, it's a beautiful, beautiful building. And the thing that surprises most people, they will say, how old is this building? Did it used to be a church? Yes, it did. It was 2 churches. So we're on the National Historic Registry, and the back half where the art galleries are and the windows are kind of rectangular was the Presbyterian Church, and that was built in 1898.
1898.
Yes, isn't that something?
Yeah.
And then up front, the kind of iconic part with the beautiful windows and the bell tower, that was the Methodist Episcopalian Church, and that was built in 1890. So they were both on different locations in the town.
And then they merged.
Wow.
Wow.
The story goes that the founding fathers or the community of Post Falls didn't think that they could support 2 congregations. So they moved them from, I suppose, horseback, as the story goes. There's not a lot of writing in 1921 to their present location on 4th and William. So they were literally moved from blocks away and formed this community church of Post Falls.
Wow, that's amazing.
I didn't know that.
I had no idea.
I didn't
so
realize
they
it was
put
that
the
old.
2 buildings together.
They did. Out on 4th Street, under our big cathedral window, are the cornerstones from the 2 original churches and the cornerstone from when they were moved in 1921.
Wow.
So it's kind of a cool little spot
I need to
stop
check
and look.
those out.
Yeah.
next time I'm there. That's cool. How
Wow,
fun.
I love that.
It is, but we're not a church anymore. That's the
Nope.
question I get mostly asked.
Mm-hmm.
Or people will say, "I've been here my whole life, and I didn't know you were here. I've never been inside." And so, it's great to be on here and let people know
Yeah.
who we are and what we do.
Right.
Well, you do so much. Everything from live music to... well, tell us more. What do you do?
So
there?
how did the JACC become a non-church?
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Well, I believe that the congregation outgrew the building. And so next door to us is the Presbyterian Church, and that became their building. And the JACC sat vacant for quite some time. And they decided they were going to dismantle it and have more space for a parking lot, which is kind of, necessary.
No. Yeah.
But they were going to donate the wood to an old church in Lapway, and they had lots of plans, and they started dismantling the main hall from the inside out. And then my understanding is a gentleman by the name of Mr. Rodkey kind of put a stop to it when he did a plumb line and went, "Oh, maybe we shouldn't take this building down." So it was proposed to the church next door. Did anyone want to take it on? And Mrs. Jacklin says that she raised her hand, and so she put together a group, a board of directors, and formed Community Building Partners, which is our nonprofit. And they began raising the funds to do the renovation, and it took a few years. So from 1998, and we actually opened our doors as an art center in May of 2005. So
I remember going in there when Susan was in there working on it, just to check it out. And they had kind of a little open house where they were doing, I think they were trying to raise funds to continue the construction. But
Sure.
I remember, her talking about just the plans that they had and what they were hoping for. And I think a lot of that has come to fruition.
It has. I think it's, anything takes a while. But I have seen some of those pictures. I think they had an art show called Art in the Rough, and there were no plaster on the walls, and art was hanging literally in the rough and raising funds.
Well, that's
Right.
cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was really fun to see the progression of it. And it's great that Post Falls has a arts and culture center.
It is. As we're growing, that's a really, I think, cool thing to have
You're
in our
pretty
community.
booked up too. That's what I know. I know people are always looking for performance spaces and
Yes.
places for their showings of their art, and I know it's kind of tough in this area. So you got to get in early.
Yeah.
Book your place now.
Right.
Get it now.
Well, the name comes from Susan Jacklin and her husband, who I knew, both of them. And I think he's passed away. And I think, is Susan still in the area?
She is. She's teaching
yeah.
a class coming.
Oh, cool.
So, yes.
Oh, good. Yeah. So they are longtime Post Falls residents and used to own Jacklin Seed.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And Mrs. Jacklin is also an artist, and so arts and culture are a big, important aspect of her life, and
Right.
that she likes to promote.
Right. Yeah.
Now you also have classes there.
We do. We have a lot of children's classes going on right now, and recently we added children's cooking classes, and boy, those classes fill up. Kids want to get in that kitchen. We have a beautiful
It's really
commercial
nice.
kitchen downstairs, and
Yeah.
they just cook and laugh and
That's so fun.
touch raw meat for the first time, and
Oh, my goodness.
really fun. We're
great.
trying to do kind of cultural cooking. So in March we did Irish, in honor of St. Patrick's Day, we did Irish fare, and Cinco de Mayo we did Mexican fare, and it's just been kind of fun. We've had appetizer parties and kids come in and cook.
And what was the Scottish event that you did?
This year we did our very first Burns Night Supper. You were there.
Yes.
Allie. That was so much fun.
We had a blast.
We can't wait. We are doing it next year. I believe the date is January 28th. We're doing it again.
Oh, good.
And what is that?
There.
Tell me more.
So Robert Burns is the national poet of Scotland, and he's highly celebrated there. He wrote the lyrics to Auld Lang Syne, among many. And so I guess it's become kind of a tradition with people all over the world to celebrate his birthday, and which is right around that time, in 21st of January. And so you begin the evening with poetry readings, reading some of his poems, drinking scotch. We started up in our art gallery and doing just that. We had live fiddle music and, a little scotch and wine. And then we moved downstairs into our big hall, and we had the piping in of the haggis, which I didn't think I would ever try in a million years, but it wasn't too bad.
It wasn't too
Did you
bad.
try the haggis, Allie?
Yes, I did.
Oh, good girl. A couple people didn't, but most, rallied.
My husband didn't.
He didn't?
No.
It was a little,
He's kind of
it's
picky.
intimidating.
Yeah.
You hear it's kind of
But it was just fascinating to be introduced to this cultural thing that I had never heard of before.
Oh, fun.
And the haggis is like this piece of meat or
all sorts of
it's
things.
all sorts of things, yeah.
But we moved on to salmon, and we had delicious, yummy
Yay,
food. The haggis
salmon
was
sounds-
just like a little, nod
Yeah, it
to
was-
traditional.
Right.
That's fun.
And the salmon was great.
And we had some lovely Highland dancing from Lake City Highland Dance Company here in
that's
Coeur
fun.
d'Alene.
They were amazing.
marvelous.
They were all really good. That was so fun.
Hey y'all, it's Jason from Tubbs Coffee Roasters. We are North Idaho's specialty coffee roaster. We are homegrown and we are local. We love coffee and we love our community, especially Allie and Callie in ArtCast. We have a retail space in our roastery in Hayden, and we can also be found on the shelves at Super One and Yolks. And if you like to buy coffee online, we do offer subscriptions. You can find us at tubbscoffeeroasters.com. Support arts and culture and your local roaster. That's all.
So what else do you have coming
Yes.
up?
Well, I should talk about this month, June.
Yeah.
We've got some great things coming up. We have 2 concerts being put on in conjunction with Friends of the Guitar Hour out of Spokane with public radio. Leon Atkinson. We have John Mendel and Laura
Leon
Maison.
Atkinson is
Yes.
still around?
He is still around.
Oh, I got to make a point of seeing that one.
So those concerts are phenomenal. The sound of acoustic guitar in that hall is just really magnificent.
It's really, that would be
It is.
perfect.
We have tomorrow night on the 4th, we have a jazz concert with the David Larson Quartet featuring Ken Poplawski. And you'll have to look him up on Wikipedia. He is like a world-renowned clarinetist. He performed with Benny Goodman, the Tommy Dorsey Band. And we just happened to be catching him while he's doing a tour and working with Spokane Falls College. And so we got him to perform at the JACC tomorrow night. So
good.
there's still tickets available. Come on out. You can check our website. It's going to be a great night. And then the following week we have Coeur d'Alene favorite Kobe Acuff. He's always does a phenomenal concert. Try and get your tickets soon because they sell out. And we have something fun happening that night. His mother Heidi is a really talented artist, and so she will be having an opening exhibit in our Fireside Gallery that night. So you can come and see Heidi's opening and then stay and see Kobe's concert. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
We have a brand new chef, Patricia Jenks, who does French cuisine that's coming. So she'll be teaching on the 16th. And there's a new improv group, Levity Theater. They are starting shows. We have $5 improv nights at the JACC on the 17th and the 30th. So
Ooh,
that's
fun.
going to be a lot of
Very fun.
And then I'm super excited. We have a Grammy-nominated bluegrass artist. The Dave Adkins Band is coming on Monday, the 20th. And they have been performing at the Wenatchee Bluegrass Festival, so they're going to come to a pickup concert for us, and I'm super excited. And the fiddler is just kind of a special friend of mine.
Oh.
It's my daughter, so we're
Special friend.
Very special. You've known her a long time.
That's right.
so it is a fun film month. And we also have Bob Black doing a cooking class on Saturday the 11th next week. So it's a full month here.
Wow,
That's a
great.
full
It
month.
sounds like it. That's awesome.
Love it.
I love
can-
having that building.
You can always check out our events on our website.
What
Under
is
our
that?
Events. It's www.thejacklincenter.org.
Perfect.
And so everything's listed right there with ticket links.
I do love the gallery that you have upstairs.
Oh,
What do you have going on there now?
well, we just closed the community show, and
Which was an amazing show.
it was. We
I
had
loved it.
77 artists featured in our community
Oh,
show.
cool.
So there were like 130, 140 pieces of art.
That's great.
Oh, I got to pick up my piece. I bought a piece there.
You do.
Yeah, just remembered.
Uh-oh.
I have a great high school senior who works with me in the gallery, and she has curated the last couple shows, and it's just been a great experience for her and I to work together. And she's teaching me about art. I'm teaching her about, the whole behind the scenes.
Right.
So we're having a good time
Oh,
together.
cool.
And we've also used our downstairs fireside gallery as a full-time gallery too now. I'm not sure if it used to be in the past, but it is now. So we try to have a show alternating, like if something opens upstairs this month, something opens downstairs the next month. But
Oh, gotcha.
But in
In the main lobby area.
Yeah.
That's great.
June is just off. We have 2 shows opening. We have Heidi Acuff's opening next week in the Fireside Room, and then we have Terry Blakemore is doing a show
Oh, okay.
Yes.
upstairs in our gallery, and that is, I believe, the 23rd.
Nice. Nice.
Great.
So there's always something going.
And is David Livingston still doing his workshops?
He, I think, is going to start offering his workshops at Emerge. So we're kind of
Oh.
sharing the love with David.
Oh,
He's
very
super
good.
talented, and we had a great run of his workshops.
Yeah, we really enjoyed talking to him.
Yeah.
His podcast
Oh, he's
with us. He was a really fascinating man.
Oh, very much so. I've enjoyed him. Both my sons took his class. They had a great time.
Oh,
cool.
good.
We had a lot of people express interest and enjoy that.
Yay.
That's fun.
We've got kids camps coming up too.
Oh, that's good
Oh.
for the summer.
Yes, we do kids camps through the Parks and Rec of Post Falls. So we have an African themed camp the first week in August.
Fun.
Because on the 12th, African batik artist Siranka from Spokane is opening a show upstairs in the gallery. So
cool.
we're going to have Kenyan donuts and Kenyan tea and African music and drumming. It's going to be a lot of fun. So the kids are going to get to sample learning a lot of those things.
Oh, cool. Oh, that
Yes.
sounds awesome. That gallery space is pretty amazing. I
It
mean,
is
it's clean and I don't know. It's hard to describe it, but it's
is.
a really light, well lit space.
We do our wine tasting classes up there, and it's just a lovely atmosphere
nice.
to learn about different wines. We had wines of Spain and wines of France, and to just learn about these culturally different wines and
Right.
amongst art up in that beautiful space is kind of a treat.
And don't you do something like every Thursday?
We have been having an open house every Thursday. So if those of you who may not get a chance to see the gallery during business hours can come on Thursday nights. We're open till about 7:38. Have a little glass of wine, maybe a nibble
and
or
mingle.
two.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yes, so we're looking forward to having more of those.
Right. That's when I went to the community show, the community art show,
Yes.
and bought a piece. Because I always buy something
'cause
when
you
I
can't-
have
you can't
a
help
drink.
yourself.
I know.
It's
But I
addicting.
didn't spend a whole lot of money. But it's a piece that it's a painting by a young lady, and it is of a young lady that really reminds me of my daughter.
Oh, that's sweet.
And so I had to
You're like,
have
I
it.
needed that. I want it.
That's the cool thing about art. It
Yeah.
just speaks to individuals for different
Exactly.
reasons.
Yes.
There's no like, this is good art, this is so-so art. It's however you perceive it.
That's
Yeah.
right. And I think that's a really important point to be made.
Yes.
That art is not, one piece of art is not for everybody.
Right.
And it doesn't mean that it's any less valuable just
Right.
because
Doesn't matter about the price.
No.
or the price.
Or the
yeah.
value that you value it. And there's always value
Right.
in every piece of art.
Yeah, and everybody's different. Everybody, what one person likes, another person may not like. Anyway,
Yeah.
I thought that was an important point to
It
bring up.
is. It is, because we really believe, all of us at the Jacklin Center, how, as I'm sure both of you do, how important the arts are. I mean, they
yeah.
uplift us, they bring us together, they're healing. There's so much benefit.
They challenge us
They
too.
do indeed.
And
yes.
I think people forget that sometimes art is about challenging us, making us think a little different, become a little more flexible in our thinking.
Yeah. Bring us together.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
And we've been divided.
we have been divided.
We need to unite.
Unite!
Unite
Through
through art. Exactly.
Yeah, maybe we should start a movement.
Yes.
The Coeur d'Alene Arts and Culture Alliance is excited to partner with the Museum of North Idaho in a new fundraiser, the Speakeasy. Join us on Thursday, June 16th for an evening of illicit dancing, live music, gambling, raffles, and more. Come dressed to the nines for a 20s era costume contest. Tickets include appetizers, complimentary glass of champagne or craft beer, and an old-fashioned speakeasy glass. Tickets are $75 each, or $60 if you are a member of the Arts and Culture Alliance or the museum. Your purchase ticket provides instructions and the password to enter this top-secret location. You can get information and your tickets online at artsandculturecda.org/speakeasy, or stop in the Coeur d'Alene Chamber Visitor Center or the Museum of North Idaho and purchase them in person. Callie and I will be there. We hope to see you too.
So, where do you see the JACC heading?
Well, I hope that just more and more people find out about the JACC, and we are just filled with wonderful art exhibits and concerts and events all the time. And it's interesting, Allie, that you talked about Stevie Nicks. We have a Fleetwood Mac tribute band coming to the JACC.
Ooh, fun!
I know. They did a little sound check and they sang some a cappella harmonies in that hall, and I got goosebumps. So that's they're called Paper Flowers, and that's going to be September 22nd at the JACC.
How fun.
I'm gonna
Yes.
put that on my calendar.
That
to
would
go
be
see
fun.
that. Yeah,
We should go to that.
we should
We
go
should
to
dress
that.
like Stevie Nicks too.
Oh, fun.
Yeah,
Like flowy outfits.
exactly.
It would be fun.
Which reminds me, there were a lot of flowy outfits.
I
that-
bet there were.
Ooh, I bet.
There were interesting people. There's one. I'll show you a picture later.
yeah.
I can't print
Flowy.
it. Anyway, yeah, that sounds like fun. My husband got to see Fleetwood Mac
Oh, wow.
kind of by accident when he was traveling with Iron Man. And I got to tell you, I was really upset when I found out that he went without me.
You're like,
That
what?
was really frustrating.
Oh, yeah. It's best that he
But,
just not tell you.
I know. You should just, not have said
just
a
don't
word.
tell me. I want you to be miserable when you're gone, and you have no fun without me.
Exactly.
That's the rules.
Right. Yep. So, so that's September 22nd.
It is.
But before that, we have the studio tour. You're
That's
going
right.
to be
Yes.
a part of the art studio
I'm
tour.
so excited. We have finally made that work, didn't we?
Yes. Yes.
Well, you're always so booked up.
I know.
Right.
Well, it's kind of weddings in summer sometimes. you know.
Yeah.
It's really going to help that the studio tour will be the same weekend every year now. From
that's
now
awesome.
on, it's always
Yeah.
going to be the last weekend in August.
Yeah, we just had to nail it down.
Yeah.
'Cause it's too hard to work around every event.
Right.
There's just too many.
Yes.
So you'll be a stop on the VIP shuttle tour.
I am so excited.
Yeah,
Yes.
it'll be
Be
great.
wonderful.
And who do you have in the studio at this point? I think Judith Sanders
Yes.
would.
Yes.
And Avis
Stafford.
Nice.
And I believe Carol Maddox also.
And Carol Maddox. Yes, that's right.
Love all those.
Yeah, so that should be a pretty dynamic place to stop.
Yes.
And there might
it's
be a
gonna
few
fun.
other artists.
There might be some more because,
Yeah.
yeah.
You've got a nice space.
Right.
We could probably fit
Yeah.
a few more in there.
And we may or may not have live music and nibbles because that's how we do things at JACC.
Right, yeah.
What?
It's called spontaneity.
I love it. Music. Aw. I love it. That's great.
No.
How fun.
Yeah.
I'm so looking forward to it.
Yeah. It's a fun
that'll be
day
great.
and, fun weekend. It's just,
It is.
it's, what year is it?
It's our 10th.
Oh,
Our
kidding
10th
Wow.
annual studio tour.
Yeah. So get your
Yeah.
tickets. You can go to artsandculturecda.org.
That's right.
I
And
actually said it right this
You
time.
did. Good job.
Could be the first time in many, many years I've actually said it right. So, wow, I should go buy a lottery ticket.
Yeah. Well, we should make a point of saying that the studio tour is free.
Absolutely.
Unless you want to take the VIP shuttle tour,
Ooh la la.
which
Yes.
is
Pretty nice.
has this amazing guide who
She's amazing.
she is amazing. She tells you all about the artist before you get there.
Exactly.
She feeds you mimosas on the way.
Yes.
We stop and have lunch in one of the artist's studio gardens.
Oh, wow.
And
Yeah.
it's a really fun time. In fact, I ran into a woman who went on the tour last year, and she came up and told me she not only is going this year, but she's taking a couple of friends, and she's so excited.
That's
Oh, boy.
awesome.
That makes me so happy.
I know. It's such a fun
It should.
it's a fun day, and it's so great to see all these, artists in their space, and not everyone's in their own studio, but you get to see hopefully some of them working, and if not,
Exactly.
you get to find out what inspires them, and it's just
Right.
it's nice. And some artists, it's hard to get them out of their shell and talk about their work, so it's good for them, and it's and you can maybe purchase a few pieces of art.
Right.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
And go to the JACC Center.
And go to the JACC and check it out, because I bet you Darla would be happy to give you a tour of the space while you're there.
Yes.
Absolutely. You can ring our bell.
Yes.
Ring the bell.
Ring the bell. I love that. That would be awesome. And listen to some music.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That's nice.
It'll be great. Well, we sure appreciate you coming in and talking about
Oh,
the
thank
JACC
you so
and
much.
getting
Yeah.
people excited about Post Falls art.
That's
Yes.
right.
And
Tell us your website one more time
Yeah.
in case you need to book your event
Okay.
or check out the calendar.
Okay.
right.
It's www.thejaclincenter.org.
Yep. And if you just type in JACC in Post Falls,
You
you
will
will
find
also
us.
find
It will come
find
up.
them.
Yes.
Yeah. So, well, thank you again.
Oh,
Yes,
thank you
thank
both.
you.
Yeah.
Fun morning.
Yeah,
know.
it's so fun. I love going to the JACC. I love singing there. I love going to shows, art gallery.
I like to eat there.
I like to drink wine there.
and you drink wine.
I like
there.
to eat downstairs.
I like to buy art there.
You do buy art there.
know,
I need to
dang
buy art there. I also like your patio out in the.
Oh, it
that
is
is so
lovely.
nice.
Oh, when will that open?
It's open now.
Oh, it is?
Yes, the
See?
patio's open.
Oh.
Let's go to the
yes.
patio.
Yeah, let's go hang out there.
I like that.
Okay.
Thursday
okay.
nights.
Thursday nights.
Date. It's a
It's
date.
a date.
Okay. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Take care. Go to the JACC.
Yep. And I'm Allie.
And I'm Callie. And whatever you do today, make sure it's creative.
The Allie and Callie Artcast is a program of the Coeur d'Alene Arts and Culture Alliance and is sponsored by NIA, North Idaho Alliance, a women-based leadership organization designed to inspire, uplift, and impact your community and lives. And Tubbs Coffee Roasters, globally sourced, locally roasted coffee.